G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. And in this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to play Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you the rhythm, which is really great for beginners, but I'm also going to teach you how to play the two guitar solos, which is great for the more intermediate players. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. The guitar I'm playing here today is a Cole Clark Angel 2 in Blackwood with Elixir strings. If you want to find out more, there's a link in the description below. Now, for the basics of this song, you'll need your guitar in flat tuning, which means the top E goes to an E flat, A goes to an A flat, D to a D flat, G to a G flat, B to a B flat, and then high to an E flat. So basically every string goes down one half step. Now you can play this in standard tuning by yourself if you want to, but if you want to play along with the actual song, then you will need to detune it. Let's get stuck into the rhythm guitar. Now the actual song has a very free-flowing strumming pattern and none of it's consistent as well. So if you're a beginner and you're trying to learn that strum for strum, then it's going to get really confusing really fast. So instead, I'm going to teach you a really simple strumming pattern, and what's more important will be the chords and the structure that you'll play for this song. Once you get more comfortable with this, then you can try to emulate what's in the recording, but this is going to be the best way to learn it. So the simple strumming pattern that we're going to use throughout the whole song is this: down, 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 up, and in succession, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So let's start with the intro, and it's really nice and easy. We have two chords. We start with a G chord, and then we have a C add 9 chord. So to play C add 9, your index and middle finger just go down one string. Now note that you can't hit the top 6th string here. So you should just have that muted, ideally with your thumb just reaching over the top and hitting that string. So that's C add 9. You're playing each chord for two strumming patterns, which sounds like this. Down, down, down. Now we'll add one little thing. To actually bring in the song, we have a lead-in strum. Now this is optional, but it's what's in the recording. It's a quick up strum before we come into the first down strum of our strumming pattern. So it'll sound like this. Up, down, 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 up. So that's it for the intro, and you play that line of chords through twice. Next, we move on to the verse, which has 3 lines of chords. Our first line of chords is exactly the same as the intro, and that's played through twice. For our second line of chords, we have G, C add 9, G, and C add 9. So each chord is played for one strumming pattern here. And our third line of chords is a D chord for 2 strumming patterns, and then C add 9 for 2 strumming patterns. Now, just a quick transition tip. For all these chords, your ring finger should never move from its position. It stays there the whole time. For the G to the C add 9, you can in fact keep your ring and pinky finger where they are and never have to move them. When you go to your D chord, you'll lift your pinky finger, but your ring finger always stays where it is. And that's a good tip for your chord transitions. It's a good anchor point and a place to pivot from. So in total, the verse will sound like this. Next we move on to the chorus, and the chorus again has 3 lines of chords. Our first line of chords is the same as the intro, and that's played through twice. And our second line of chords, we have a G, then a D, C add 9, and G. Each chord is played for one strumming pattern, and then the third line of chords is G for 2 strumming patterns, and then we add on a C add 9. And that C add 9 is just strummed once and held out. There's no strumming pattern there. So the chorus in total sounds like this. Next we get to the bridge, which has 2 lines of chords. We start with an E minor, then we go to a D, C add 9, and then G and D slash F sharp. Now you'll notice that G to the D slash F sharp are within one set of brackets, which means they're both within the same strumming pattern, and the point at which you change chords is in the highlighted down strum. So it will sound like this. And the second line of chords is almost identical, except the C add 9 is played for 2 strumming patterns. And in total for the bridge, next we get to the solo section, which is really easy. It's just a combination of the intro chords and the bridge chords, so nothing new to learn there. Next we move on to the break slash soft verse, and this is really easy. It's just G to your C add 9, but we're just mixing up our strumming pattern here because the dynamic of the song gets really soft. Now the strumming pattern is just going to be a down, hold that out, and then up, down, up. And you're going to play that once for each chord. So the break and soft verse will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 That line of chords is just played through 4 times, and then we get back into the rest of the verse, which is just the second and third lines of the verse we've previously learnt. And then there's a final chorus, and that's it for the rhythm. As I mentioned, this is a simplified rhythm strumming pattern. The actual song is very inconsistent, so for the beginners out there, it's going to be more difficult to learn because you have to try to remember all these different strumming patterns. This is the best way to learn the song and its structure first, and then you can get more fancy with the strumming patterns later. Alright, let's get to the solos in the song, and again you'll need your guitar in flat tuning. Let's start with the first solo, and this is played after the first chorus. We're going to start with our index finger on the 12th fret of the 2nd string, ring finger on the 14th fret of the 3rd string. What you're going to do is pluck both those strings at the same time, and then bend your ring finger up. But your ring finger is going to go up and down quite a few times from the bend. Like that. Slow, it will sound like this. And fast. So you want to slide your fingers down after you do that bend. And then after that, we go to the 15th fret of the 2nd string with our ring finger, and we're going to bend that up a full tone. And then release it, and then hit the 15th fret by itself and just hold that out. After that, your ring finger is going to come back onto the 12th fret, and it's basically going to bar the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings on the 12th fret. We're going to start by plucking the 4th string and hammering onto the 14th fret. Then we go to the 3rd string, pluck that, and then pluck it again, but we have our ring finger on the 14th fret, and we pluck that and pull it off to the 12th fret. After that, our ring finger comes onto the 14th fret of the 4th string, and so far. After that, we take our middle finger, go up to the 13th fret of the 2nd string, pluck that and pull it off to the 12th fret, where your index finger already is, and then we end with the 14th fret of the 3rd string. Like that. And in total for that run, with our ring finger already on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, we'll pluck that again and bend it up a full tone. And we'll pluck it again and do a bend, but it'll be really quick and then just slide down. So bend, and slide. Then we get to the 15th fret of the 1st string. We'll bend that up full tone, release it, and then hit the 15th fret by itself and let that ring out. And then finally, there's 2 more notes. We go to the 12th fret of the 2nd string, pluck that, and we're going to do a half bend. So it's really subtle bend there. And then we'll end by releasing it and hitting the 12th fret just by itself. And that's the end of the first solo. So in total, it will sound like this. Next we get to the main guitar solo, which is a lot of fun to play. We're going to start this with our ring finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And we're going to hit this and bend it up a full tone. And that's a gradual bend, so you'll hit it and then gradually bend up that full tone. After that, you'll hit the 6th fret and slide it up to the 12th fret. After we've held that out, you'll take your middle finger on the same string and slide up to the 13th fret of the 2nd string. After that, we go 12th fret of the 2nd string, 13th, 12th, and 13th. And those notes together. After that, you're going to take your ring finger, 14th fret of the 3rd string, so bend up a full tone, and then hit the 15th fret of the 2nd string, hit the 3rd string again, and bend down. And those 3 notes. And then you'll end on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. And then next we go to the 15th fret of the 2nd string. You're going to pre-bend this, so already have it bent up a full tone. Pluck it and slowly release it to its original position and pluck the 15th fret again. And in total for the first line. This next run's a little tricky, but it's a lot of fun to play. So middle finger on the 13th fret of the 2nd string. Have your index finger here ready on the 12th fret. You're going to pluck it and pull off. 14th fret of the 3rd. Back up to the 12th fret of the 2nd. Back down to the 14th fret of the 3rd. And 12th fret of the 3rd. And so far. Then we'll go back up to the 14th fret of the 3rd. Pluck that and pull off to the 12th. Then we go down 1 fret to the 11th fret, pluck that. And then we go back to the 12th fret with your middle finger, hit that and pull off to the 11th. And then you're going to go to the 12th fret of the 4th string with your middle finger, and then slide it up to the 14th fret. So there's 3 pull-offs here. The first one is here. And then the next one's here. And the next one's here. And that's all in one smooth motion, so it'll sound like this. One more time. And then we have 3 notes after this. We're going to slide up to the 11th fret of the 3rd string, and then 12th fret, and then 9th fret of the 3rd string. Then you're going to take your ring finger, put it on the 15th fret of the 2nd string, and pinky finger on the 15th fret of the 1st string. You're going to hit the 2nd string and bend your ring finger up a full tone, and hit the 1st string like that. As you do that, you will release your bent finger, like this. And you're going to do that 3 times. After that, we have those same 3 notes that we had previously. So 11th fret of the 3rd, 12th fret, and the 9th fret. After that final note that we've hit, we're going to hold that out, but then slide it up to the 16th fret of the 3rd string. And then we have our final run of notes, which is really quick, probably the trickiest part of this solo. So we'll take our middle finger, go up to the 17th fret of the 1st string, pluck that and pull off to the 15th, then hit the 17th fret of the 2nd string with your middle finger, and then go back up to the 15th fret of the 1st string. So those 3 plucks. And then we have 2 pull-offs here. The first one's from the 19th fret to the 15th fret, and then the second one's the 17th fret to the 15th. So those 2 pull-offs. And so far for this run. After that, we'll go back to the 17th fret of the 2nd string, and then back up to the 15th fret of the 1st string, and we'll play those 2 pull-offs again. Back to the 17th fret of the 2nd string, and then we end on the 15th fret of the 1st string, and that's the end of the solo. So that run in total. And a bit faster. And in total, the whole solo will sound like this. So now I'll be playing through the song in its entirety, and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. If you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. As always, it'd mean the world if you could hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.